Oh, come on, I've only had sleep for 2 hours. I just only saved the world. Why is there an alarm happening? Some days before the events, as the tower calm begins to return to the city, your alarm's going off. And I guess it's a brand new day after all, or a brand new few days. But anyway, welcome to the post-game of Pokemon Legends ZA. And we're going to do things bit by bit here because there's a lot that's going to be happening before the DLC. And I need to know what this game, because don't forget, I completed post-game, a month before the DLC came out, and so, I was all prepared and that, or, well, just about completed it before DLC. But first of all, let's begin with the first post-game gift. This Pokeball that's requested to us. There's a Pokeball containing a Lucario on the table. Do you want to take it with you? Oh, of course we do. We do not refuse free Lucarios in this household. They're like my children. And there's a letter from AZ in the Pokeball. To CJK, I leave you my Lucario as a symbol of my gratitude and respect. The Lucario was given to me by a certain trainer who hoped it might keep me safe. You should ever meet her. Please tell I kept it with me until the end. I would say that I found you to be a Pokemon trainer of the highest caliber. In all my 3,000 years wandering this world, I never did I imagine to encounter a human who would achieve Mega Evolution with Zygarde. I find with so many memories flit through my mind, now hear the end of things. I remember my mother giving me my Floette, grasping her rare black flower. I remember the flames of war taking everything from me. I remember the amazement of joy witnessing Mega Evolution for the first time. I remember encountering the legendary Pokemon of Carlos. I remember when that dark day fell over Galar. All that falls to the past disappears, these memories as will I. Your story's only just beginning, CJK. I pray that you live a life free from regret. I'm glad to have truly known you. Thank you. And now we've got the judging feature as well, which shows us the best stats of our Pokemon. Essentially, if they're best, that means that's their best stats, but we can always increase them with candies. Like decent being the lowest and best being the best. However, with hyper training, you can make them all best stats. But let's focus on ahead with this post game so that I can save the progress and be able to start training and grinding. It's not been a restful few days for us, I imagine. Now after that awful battle with the tower and AZ passing away, yeah, that awful tower won't hang around my nightmares. At least they've been able to clean things up. The reopening ceremony of Central Court Prize will be wrapping up now, in fact. I'm glad the players are fixed, but now's really time for having ceremonies? No, exactly the time, I'd say. We gotta celebrate what we can, even if it feels hard. After 2 catastrophes in 5 years, Lumiose needs all the happy occasions it can get. I guess you have a point. Is you figure what you're gonna do, CJK? What I'll do? About your wish, the one for reaching rank A. You should have got a message about it when you signed up for the ZA app. Anyone who attends the highest rank A, will earn the right to call themselves one of the Lumiose's strongest trainers and be granted a wish as long as it's power not to fulfill. Does that ring a bell? I guess you're next to talk about Vinny about what you desire. Well, you need to figure out what to ask for first, right? You saved the city. I better give you anything. Hey, Ollie, come here a second. I found something while I was looking through AZ's stuff. Is there Layla? Could it be his will? I think so. I'll read it out. To my dear MC friends, if you're reading this letter, they will see my time has finally come to an end. I'll leave you these instructions and final wishes. First, do with Hotel Z as you see fit. It is yours. If keeping it running would place a burden for you young, you may sell it. I only ask that you continue to look after Floette and all those who live in Lumiose. I've been blessed to see the people of this city grow to their new Pokémon neighbours. As its young ones said, the join of X and Y axes never expect to meet. May you all be your true evolution in the relationship between Pokémon and humankind. I have lived for very long and seen so many go before me, but thanks to you I know I'll be able to go meet my own end with a smile on my face. I thank you from the bottom of this old heart. Signed, AZ. Oh, AZ! When we left him on the roof, the day the tower went berserk, he must have already been preparing for his end. I think so. So what are we going to do about the hotel? Well, we probably don't need to worry about turning it into a thriving business, right? AZ did tell us he saw it more of his own final residence than anything. He did, but keeping a building like this in good repair won't be cheap. We should ask Vinny for help. I bet Quasarca will lend a hand. I wouldn't want to use our ZA Royale wish on this. I don't think that's what he worked hard for. Vinny, what's up? Your promised one wish to be granted if you achieve rank A. Tommy took care of that. Please join us on the south side of Central Plaza. Understood, we'll see you at Central Plaza. We'll be waiting for you. You just gotta reach Central Plaza so you find what you ask for. I'll figure it out. But I'm sure this was what AZ wanted. He wanted peace and he wanted... Are we gonna continue this conversation in a bit?
Oh, my dear MZ!
Why are you here?
We simply had to find out what the both of you A-rank trainers would wish for. At the bottom line is I love nothing more than the opportunity to battle all of you again.
Then why not just ask us to battle like trainers and... Thank you, Naveen, thank you.
Well, I'm so glad you asked. That is not irrelevant to Moa's plot. My dream is to help every resident of Lumiose be the best trainer can be.
And my dream is to make the citizens of Lumiose strong so we can get rid of the bad sons. And she looks at him, and he looks at her, and she looks at him, and he looks at her.
Oh dear, I never expected to share such a dream with someone like you. Ah, you must have some brains behind them muscles.
Everything goes in the square hole.
Nevertheless, I was certainly not objective if you were that inclined to ask on behalf of a tournament that's open to every trainer in Lumiose. As for the name, something like the Sublime Ultra Droites just sing.
At that point, we even call it a tournament. Oh, whatever. Vinny's waiting. Let's go.
Once I reach the top, I should turn Lumiose City into just Sim City.
that is not being a sequel. I mean, it can. I mean, I'll allow it, but only if I get to voice actor Sim.
Ah, I finally made my Arsbin to take over. I cannot believe I beat all of the champions. What? The word is monster to take it.
And also we got a new wild area, Wild Zone 20. And you see, by seeing that Squirtle and Totodile from before, we get all of our starters here, and a few extra ones as well. Which is why I saved Malamar for this capture here, because says you turn into DS. I mean, the Switch 2 upside down. I'm going to explore Wild Zone 20 in a little bit. Oh, thank you so much for the time to meet us today, children. First of all, let me offer my sincerest apologies to team members regarding the Prison Tower affair. It should have been up to Quasarca to resolve the situation if you were to rescue Lumiose's residents and human and Pokemon alike. We owe you a great debt. Really, it wasn't that much. And the prison tower thing's no one's fault. It's not like you could have told the whole city something was up. It would have caused a panic. It's such a shame that AZ attempted to protect everyone's in Lumiose went so wrong. But we managed to make it help with all the tough trainer CJK battled. Anyway, I think we should have tried help no matter what. We love Lumiose after all. Does my heart hear you feel good that way? That said, Vinny?
Yes, ma'am. As you know, reaching rank 8 in the ZA Royale earned you to have one wish granted. As long as that wish to win the capability to squad over into rank, of course.
What about the person you're searching for, Tawny? You could help look for them. That's the person thing. I guess I can't just find them for myself. A wish this big, so like some goals that'd help everyone. Oh, I know. We can find your 2 wishes. I bet I'd get something really cool. They're the one with the wishes, you know. I want more I wish to live in harmony with Pokemon. I feel you, but that's Krasarsko's whole mission. We can leave that up to them. Okay, what do you say? I want more Pokemon live in Lumiose. We already made Central Plaza into our new Wild Zone 20, allowing Pokemon settle there. I'm afraid adding more water to the city at this will be problematic. It nearly takes half the city. Oh, fine. I guess we by default all want to battle Pokemon together. But is that really what we want? I mean, that seems a promising way to make the city as joyful as it can be. Jacinth and the others sure seemed hyped about that idea. I fully support more Pokemon battles. Should we ask for ZA Royale to continue then?
I see. What an interesting turn of events.
Is there a problem?
No, rather, AZ approached me as well to ask if the ZA Royale could be continued on after its... Perhaps he better than any other studied the values of engaging in Pokemon battles after such long life spent watching others.
Well, if it's AZ's wish, I guess that's what we'll do. I guess we can give that to AZ. We respect you, lads. R.I.P. former king and king of...
But if you'll give me a moment. Attention, AZ operation team. It's your green light to push the update to the app as discussed.
ZA Royale app's been updated.
As you see, check your app. You should be able to register and take part in the Infinite ZA Royale.
Earn yourself a challenge ticket and show it to the reception at the Quasarto in for a chance of battling the award match. If you win the match, amazing prizes will be yours to keep. After each rank, your ticket points will be reset to 0.
I informed the other participants about the update and our plans for this competition. Let me see, we might as well begin it at this once. We'll kick it off this very night.
You work fast as always, Vinny. So, AZ wish this to happen too. I wonder if there's any really things you can only understand with Pokemon battles. I'm still not playing champions! There's a difference between battling for plot and battling with sweat. Especially improve the city itself, people of Pokemon are truly what matters most. Heard the competition sparked by the ZA Royale, we move that into Lumiose City. Oh, we do whatever we can to repair. The Infinite ZA Royale awaits. Go. Yeah, Floret didn't get a line. I'm doing it for Floret. And there's a new slide mission waiting for you on top of Hotel Z. And that message means and that message means that's the DLC for us. So now in a predicament because we have the post game to do, but I'm gonna capture some Pokemon in no, I think we'll be alright for now. And in this area as well, in a respawn point, you get random alpha Pokemon. You get a good bunch of random alphas that are not part of the map. And of course, these are very high level. And a Flareon early on is what we're going to go for. So that warning with the ZA rooftop meant but however, there's 3 ways we can do this. We can go to the rooftop and activate the DLC. We can do the post game. Because there's two parts of the post game, and essentially what we've got to do is to activate the post game properly. We've got to beat the ZA Royale once. I'll go more on what the Infinite ZA Royale does, but before we do that. Because the thing is, if we start the DLC, the boss battles and the promotion match are going to be a lot tougher than if we did it without the DLC, because they increased in levels. Yeah, so essentially what we have to do is complete the DLC. Complete the ZA Royale once, because the first boss is always the same boss. I think it's probably better to explain it to you guys by shifting from day to night. First, I'm just going to grab all of these gems while I find the bench. Hope it doesn't take us that long to find the bench. Everyone's taking new benches. We're going to hang out till nightfall, and what we're going to do is we're going to activate the first thingy, because it's better for me to explain what's going to happen here. Essentially, for our post game to activate, we have to complete the ZA Royale once. Oh, and also now we've got 3 spots now instead of the 1, so we can teleport to the other spots if we're low on trainers. A mighty fine Alpha Flareon there. We'll have to start sorting out my PC box soon. Yep, so essentially, we just have to beat the ZA Royale once to complete the post game. But to officially beat the ZA Infinite Royale mission, we have to beat it 15 times. However, that will involve a lot of grinding, a lot of battling. So essentially what you have to know is after the first fight, the trainers will be at random. They'll be from our competitors in the ZA Royale, like Corvo, Jacinth, Levain, Tarragon. Basically all of our main characters, as well as the return of Zavi, Renato, Zach. And of course, like Manny makes an appearance. yeah, so you know. And let me know in the comments if you want to see 15 in a row. Like, but however, I feel like if I do this first one, if I get the promotion ticket for the first one, because the first one essentially activates your post game. I guess I can do little bits in there, see what random trainers we get. Because I kept getting Corbo a lot. I don't know how, but I kept getting Corbo a lot. Yeah, so, you know, Team MZ, you know, fight Vinny again. Yeah, essentially all of our main characters we can rematch. Yeah, and we definitely got some team organising to do as well. Because we need to get as many level 100s as we can. So I'm going to try my best to get as fast as I can with this. But I think it's just going to be a short episode because, you know, we just completed the session of the post game. I'm going to upload me footage. Get some good grub in me. Yeah, so essentially we have to beat it once to start the post game. However, we've got the option to do just the DLC right away. So essentially we've got a choice to make. Either make the ZA Royale hard for us, or we just go straight to DLC and not do the post game. Because essentially the post game will get us legendary Pokemon. The DLC is going to as well, but I feel like in respect with the plot, we do have to capture our legendary Pokemon for the post game. I need a normal type move here, so I think it's time to make a little tactical swap. Who's got a normal type? No one in my team's got a normal type move. Okay, good to know. I guess you can have one Heracross. What's your strongest? Headbutt. Okay, headbutt it is. Heracross. Okay, so we're nearly at level 50. We'll take that rare candy. Okay, ground type move. It took you a while to swap out that Absol back to the main entrance, back to Absol. And this is where we can get our money pretty fast up as well. And we'll take some prize medals. Ooh, 199. Nice. Okay, so we can't find that Pidgeot. With the ground type. Because essentially the DLC wants us to have level 100 Pokemon to start with. So I think the game wants us to do post-game, even though it's given us... Because the first fight, like all of our trainer battles will be level 90. And that's not without... Yeah, like our first fight's going to be like level 90, level 80, 85 and that, so... Okay, so one more grass move. So I guess that means we'll give it to I guess that means we'll swap out to Gengar. We'll give Lucario a bit of a break. Yeah, they've got to start me PC boxes now with our... Essentially, this is our DLC team, the ones that got us through to the but we need more recruits. We need more recruits. It's just about how we grind for these recruits. Okay, so we got enough. Anyone with a water type? Okay. I think we'll swap out to the next area. Okay, can we? Oh, we can knock out that Rose Raid with. We give the Raichu a shot. We give the. What do you know? Oh, I'll have to knock it out using the grass type move. Okay, Raichu. How would you like to be knocked out by a grass type move? Oh, hell no. You were getting Mega Drained here. Okay, so that is our that's our first challenger ticket out of 15. But let me know if you want to see the 15, you know the story for the 15, because I've got to do the grinding anyway. So, but I feel like only doing that bit by bit, because. Anyway, let's get our first match on the go. And this fight is always the first fight we get regardless. So let's speak to our good sir, and we take on Zach. And sadly, our devs did our boy dirty here. And you'll find out why soon enough. Yeah, that's right. He has not leveled up at all. Zach, what have you been doing these past months since I started a Let's Play? What have you been doing, Zach? Like, seriously, bro, we need to chat. We need to chat. Yeah, that's always our first fight, so that is, But however, even after we do 15, ZA Royales, there is one extra side quest that can only be obtained by doing 20. But that activates a side quest, not the main quest. So I think in my main save I'm currently up to 60 wins. And they do give you, well, I'd say generous awards, but we don't have anyone to trade with, so we cannot. That's the one we want. M candies. We start with 10 M candies at first, but it does upgrade to L candies later on when we do more Like, I say after 10. After 10. I'm not sure if they give us XLs if we go 100 battles, but I'm not sure. CJK, thank goodness. Drop whatever you're doing, hurry straight to Hotel Zelac right now. Ah, hello, you wasn't here before. But we are going to chat to you because... Alola! I'm with charge of the committee to highlight Alolan Raichu and generate excitement. Our goal is to increase popularity in the population of Alolan Raichu. When I say our goal, well, I'm the only member of the committee for now. In any case, we're with regional forms. Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, here's the scoop. You know how some Pokemon look can be influenced when they're regional, right? When Alola, even a Pikachu we all know and love, evolves to a different form of Raichu. Rather than explain the difference, why don't you compare the two yourself? And I know just how you do it. Let's have a Pokemon battle between your Raichu and my Alolan Raichu. And however, this is important for the Mega Raichu DLC stone. To get the Mega Raichu stone, we have to complete this person's quest. Well, we got to complete 2 quests, but the quest we already did was the Heracross quest, the one where we traded a Pikachu for Heracross, and that was mandatory. So, yeah. So we need to strengthen up. We need to strengthen up a Raichu, and we have not got, we've not got the capacity to do that just yet. But that'll be important if we want the Mega Raichu stone. But anyway, I'm going to save, oh yeah, if you see that question mark on our hotel, that's the one up the roof. That's the DLC. I don't know why it's got the same exclamation mark as a side quest one, but that is important DLC stuff. And why did I do the silly thing of activating the plot when I was going to end the episode? Anyway, we're going to end the episode after this. We meet again. I would speak to you about AZ, but words fail me. How does one speak freely of such a man? It's tragic I've seen so many others to their rest. He was alone when his time came. Still, I'm glad for the conversations he and I had, however scant. Excuse me, what do you talk to AZ about? About the agony of being unable to die. About his deeds, both good and heinous. Even though it was for the sake of peace, he did build Ange. Do you consider that a bad deed? Not necessarily, though the havoc it wreaked on Lumiose is undeniable. That casualty is unclear, but we can assume that Ange's influence avoided more of wild Pokemon gathering throughout Lumiose, which led this city built for humans to become a place in harmony with these wild creatures. But now we have separated Pokemon and humans into different areas once more. I wanted that's right, to keep each other at arms to with these hollow-tech barriers. Perhaps we'll find another way. I look forward to seeing what people in the city choose. Right, so anyway, I've come something to tell you. I'll get to it. After I spoke to you in Lysandra's lab, most of my memory returned. And I recall the existence of 2 beings. The one that gives and the one that takes. The one that gives? I wish I could tell you more. I'm sorry, for all I can remember these epitaphs. But I have more to tell you. Zygarde has not shown itself since that eventful day. I imagine it's exhausted its power and now has to retreat somewhere to quietly recover. Do you understand what that means, do you not? There are none but to whom I can rely. That being the situation, I'll leave the rest up to you. Please find these 2 I spoke of. Where was even there? It's like that gal was winning a cryptid old man contest. He didn't give you much to go on, did he? Perhaps you can learn more from the people with connections to Team Flare. Got anyone in mind? Mabel at the research lab and Grisham at Nouveau Cafe, I suppose. We'll be cheering for you. The one that gives. The one that takes. But what about the one that receives? And on And on that note, join us in the next part where we are going to continue the post game. And I will show you a few matches. Like, you've seen me get the first promotion ticket. Essentially rinse and repeat, but we don't know who will be fighting. It could be Jacinth, could be Corbeau, could be Ivor, Gwyn. But basically all the friends we've known and love. It's like a mystery. We don't know who. Until next time, farewell and cheerios.